David Menzies for Rebel News here in Toronto. Well, folks, I'm actually standing outside the Liquor Control Board of Ontario's flagship store. That would be the Summerhill location. And it's kind of funny when you take inventory of what the government deems to be essential and non-essential services. Well, of course, there's hospitals, there are those restaurants with takeout capability, there are the gas stations to fuel our vehicles. You can make a great case that those are indeed essential services, but can you indeed make the case that liquor stores are an essential service? I mean, we need food and water, but do we actually need beer, wine, and spirits? Well, it comes down to this. The situation is, and you won't get really anyone on government to go on record saying this, but it's basically to placate that customer base who are alcoholics. The fear, of course, during a global pandemic is that if you cut off alcoholics to their supply of alcohol, they'll get the DTs. That might make them break the law, which puts a strain on law enforcement. That might make some of them check themselves into hospitals that are already at overcapacity. So it is indeed the opinion of those running the liquor monopoly here in Ontario that booze will continue to flow for public safety reasons. And what's perversely ironic about this, I think, folks, is the fact that the way the government maintains a liquor monopoly is based on the proviso of social responsibility. In other words, we can't possibly trust the private sector to sell something as potentially deadly as alcohol. And government, of course, answers to a higher authority, so we'll keep the populace safe. And yet here it is that they are keeping these stores open during a global pandemic to cater to those customers who should be weaned off alcohol because, well, it's destroying their lives. Doesn't sound very socially responsible to me. How about you? For Rebel News, I'm David the Menzoid Menzies. Hey folks, unlike the mainstream media, Rebel News doesn't get a penny of government funding, nor would we take it if offered. We depend on you, our viewers, and we especially depend on you during these terrible times we're going through with the coronavirus epidemic. If you can, please make a donation by visiting helprebelnews.com. That's helprebelnews.com, so that we can continue to bring you the other side of the story.